elevating the Ondo State Radio Vision Corporation (OSRC) by driving transformational change, empowering human capital, enhancing product excellence, and optimizing profitability is the agenda of the new Director General, Mr. Kenneth Odushola Stevenson. Mr. Odushola Stevenson, who has officially assumed office following his appointment by Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa, said it aims to achieve this vision through adequate synergy with staff and other stakeholders. The Director General was received by staff members at the headquarters of the state-owned broadcast outfits. The report. The arrival of the new Director General and Chief Executive Officer of Ondo State Radio Vision Corporation, Mr. Kenneth Odushola Stevenson, at the headquarters of the state-owned media outfits in Orita Obele, signaled the start of a new era. Mr. Odushola Stevenson, a marketing and communications expert, was received by management staff of the corporation as well as his predecessor, Mr. Kule Adebayo. At the boardroom engagement, which are in attendance, friends and associates of the new emsman, Mr. Adebayo gave the Director General a handover note.
Over the mantle of administration of Ondo State Radio Vision Corporation, owners of Osrc TV, Orange 94.5 FM, and Sunshine 96.5 FM Alalaye to you, to the glory of God and benefit of Ondo State. Mr. Gigi. This is the first time since 1982 that you find a seamless transition in one nation. There is no good way of doing a bad thing. Good things do not go out of fashion. You are a good man. And you have come to add value to the government of another good man, specially anointed and ordained by God, Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa.
Following the official transitioning of the leadership, Mr. Kenneth Odushola Stevenson, in his first address to the management, said his tenure will focus on three pillars: people, products, and profit.
We will prioritize training and development programs that enhance our staff skills and knowledge, enabling them to stay ahead of the curve in the new and evolving media landscape.
The OSRC Chief Executive Officer said the interest of the people of Ondo State will be prioritized.
We will adopt modern marketing strategies that leverage technology and data analytics to reach our target audience, increase our market share, and drive revenue growth. Transparency will be our watchword, as we believe that openness and accountability are essential in building trust with our stakeholders.
Mr. Odushola Stevenson, who acknowledged the impact of his predecessor, appreciated Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa for the opportunity to serve.
Let us work together with dedication, collective effort, and a shared vision to take our organization to the new height. Together we can achieve greatness and make a lasting impact on our community.
After the boardroom formalities, Mr. Kunle Adebayo conducted the OSRC Director General Odushola Stevenson and guests to the studios of Orange 94.5 FM, Sunshine 96.5 FM Alalaye, OSRC Television, and the newsroom. A special prayer session was held for a successful reign as Mr. Kenneth Odushola Stevenson was appointed by Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa on 18th December 2024, begins to pilot in the affairs of the Ondo State Radio Vision Corporation. Sahida Aribisala, OSRC News. The federal government has cautioned against politicizing the tragic stampedes that claimed multiple lives during food distribution exercises in Abuja and Okija, asserting that the incidents were not connected to President Bola Tinubu's economic reforms. In a statement, Minister of Information and National Orientation Mohammed Idris described attempts to link the incidents to the administration's policies as unfounded. The minister reiterated that Tinubu's economic reforms aimed to position the Nigerian economy for sustainable growth while prioritizing the welfare of vulnerable citizens. Expressing the administration's sorrow over the tragic incidents, the government spokesman extended condolences to the families of the victims and called for better safety measures to prevent such incidents in the future. The federal government has declared Wednesday, December 25, December 26, and Wednesday, January 1, 2025, as public holidays to mark Christmas, Boxing Day, and New Year celebrations. This announcement was made by the Minister of Interior, Dr. Olubunmi Tunjojo, through a statement by the ministry's permanent secretary, Magdalene Ajani. Tunjojo extended greetings to Nigerians, encouraging them to embrace the season's values of love, peace, and unity. He further emphasized the need for Nigerians to strengthen familiar and community bonds, fostering harmony that contribute to national development. He expressed optimism that President Bola Tinubu's renewed hope agenda will drive the country towards a prosperous 2025. As the population increases during the Yule-Tide, security operatives have assured residents of safety before, during, and after the celebrations. Osrc reporter Omori Olangbeji reports that the Police Command, Amotekun Corps, and the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps in Akure have commenced patrols to ensure a crime-free celebration.
When it is festive season, it is most times greeted with security threats, as the society will be populated with citizens traveling home to celebrate the season with their loved ones. The security agencies have issued security and safety tips for the period to ensure safety of citizens. The NSCDC Public Relations Officer in Ondo State, Daniel Adamibo, confirmed that the state commandant, Oluyemi Biloye, has deployed 1,800 personnel to provide security for lives and property. According to him, the deployments were drawn from tactical teams of various departments and units like Operations Department, Intelligence and Investigation Department, Counter-Terrorism Unit, Anti-Vandal Team, Special Female Squad, among others.
Be, around motor parks, high crime incidents will be our target at this point in time. We want to employ the people of Ondo State, we want to beg of them to please celebrate moderately, and when they see something, they should please say something. Security is everybody's business. We can't do it alone. We need their support. We need actionable intelligence. If you are aggrieved at this time, this is not the time to take laws into your hands. Ensure that you visit any of the security agencies around you and lodge your complaint.
The State Police Public Relations Officer, Fumilayo Odunlami, assured residents of full protection during the season.
We have a normal operation order which we've worked on, and of course we've deployed our tactical teams to various areas that will feel maybe dark spots. Our men are always on the highway. Of course, as usual, our patrols are ongoing. We are going to be around all through, even to religious places in the course of this program, the watch night service and the Christmas service proper. And of course, areas that we have complaints, we are really working on them. I can assure you that for this season, the police is fully prepared. Even motoring publics that will be using the states, maybe as a pass-by or a pass-through, or even within, we can assure you that adequate security has been put in place for you.
To Ondo State Security Network Agency, codenamed Amotekun Corps, personnel have been moving around the state to secure the environment. The Corps commander, Adetunji Adeleye, confirmed that 1,200 men have been deployed to establish flashpoints across the state.
If you watch very well, you find out that at every major junction, you find Amotekun personnel. Again, to ensure that the metropolis is safe, we have been engaging in regular show of force. We want to reassure residents and commuters that the state is safe and the yellow tide period will go on smoothly without any unfortunate incidents.
The agencies enjoined citizens to also be conscious of their environment and alert security men of any suspicious movements. Omori Olangbeji, Osrc News.
Time for a break now. We'll be back with more stories. Stay with us.
Christmas, Nigeria!
Glow Unlimited.
Thank you for rejoining us. It's still Osrc News at 7. You can watch us live on our website www.osrc.ng or follow us on Facebook at Osrc TV, and on YouTube you can subscribe to our channel Osrc TV Ondo. Two more stories. The Federal Capital Territory Commissioner of Police, Olatunji Disu, says the command has deployed 3,180 officers at various worship centers across the FCT during the celebration of Christmas. Disu said the officers were deployed in order to ensure the safety and security of residents during the season. He noted that the initiative, which is aimed at enhancing visibility at places of worship, event centers, and public spaces, will also address potential security concerns in identifying black spots, such as uncompleted buildings and shanties. The police commissioner, while extending his Christmas wishes to the Christian community and all residents of the FCT, reassured the public of the command's unwavering commitment to their safety. The Utah, typically a time of joy and celebration, has turned bleak for many households in Nigeria as the soaring cost of food items and livestock continues to bite harder. Abidemi Akinrotoyewo, who was on a market survey at major markets in Accra, reports that buyers and consumers are grappling with economic hardship caused by this rise in inflation. The report.
As the Utah season reaches its peak, Ojaoba market is abuzed with activities, with buyers and sellers engaging in a vibrant trade. However, beneath the bustling atmosphere lies a harsh reality. The soaring prices of all commodities, including oil and vegetable oil, are taking a toll on both buyers and consumers. A visit to the market revealed a stark contrast between the festive atmosphere and the economic downturn.
Inú ẹran 5,500 ààrẹ ẹran 6,000 iye tá à ń tà kọ́dún ó tó dé náà nù nǹkan ti wọ́n kọ́dún ó tó dé ọdún ti bọ́dún lẹ̀.
àgàn tí ọdún ò tí ì sí ń ta rárá iṣu ti wọ́n gbogbo nǹkan ló wọ́n ìsinsó kì í ṣe iṣu nìkan ló wọ́n ní gbogbo oúnjẹ.
A rice seller, Taiwo Ojo, gives prices of rice and beans during this festive season.
Foreign ńlá, that one is 110. 110,000 naira. Then Nigeria rice, 93, 92.
Chicken and turkey sellers are also feeling the impact of the rising prices, with many reporting low sales and struggling to make profits.
Kò tẹ̀ sí ọjà, gbogbo ẹdìyẹ ló lọ sílẹ̀ báyìí, kò sí ọjà. Eléyìí bá mo ti rò pé màá ta bí 15, 13 mo rí tà.
I came to market since morning with 2 turkey. At least I put it at the range of 40,000, but people have been pricing it 25. I was begging them to just take it at the range of 35, but they are still begging for 25. And me, I cannot sell it for that 25 because of the cost of the feed.
Adìẹ tí wọ́n sí o, even last year gan, kò ṣe tààrà last year lára lọ́dún ó jìnnà gidi gan. Nísìnyí láti farm ẹni tó ta tẹ̀ tó ship jù láti farm ní 1,000, àmì 85. Even ẹlòmíì gan dúró ní 9,000 láti farm wá. Bá ṣe rà á nìyẹn ṣe màá wá náà ti máa fọwọ́ mọ́tò náà kọ́ àti máa fún wọn lóúnjẹ.
Consumers alike are feeling the pinch of rising prices.
Gbára jù ti tẹ́lẹ̀ o torí àwọn tòmátò tí mo rà tẹ́lẹ̀ a máa ń rà ní 1,500 báyìí wọ́n dẹ̀ ta ní 3,000 naira.
Iṣu méjì tán ta fún mi mo rà ní 5,000 naira ìkọ̀ọ̀kan 225.
At the present, these hiking prices are keeping all sparked optimism and urging the government to take comprehensive approach to the concern of the people during this Christmas season. Abidemi Akinrotoye, Osrc News.
The Nigeria Union of Journalists, NUJ, Osrc, Orange FM Chapel, has elected a new executive team for a year tenure. Mrs. Odunayo Sawyer was re-elected as chairman Omar Olambuji as Vice Chairman, Eboluwa Akinroyeje as Secretary, and Omoshilola Adesoya Ajayi as Treasurer. Administering oath, the State Chairman of NUJ, Leki Adebite, heads the new executive to prioritize welfare of members. Represented by the State Secretary Olaoluwa Meshak, Adebite enjoined them to embark on programs that would impact members. He charged journalists to always embrace ethical practices. The chairman, Messrs. Odwayo Sawyer, expressed gratitude for time in office, thanking God for the members for their support throughout her tenure. She pledged to enhance members' welfare and requested prayers and support for success in a new term. Minister of Works David Umahi says sections of the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway and the Sokoto-Badagry Superhighway will be commissioned by May 2025. A statement by his media aide, RJ Uchenna RJ, revealed that there are 4 projects and the inherited ongoing projects across the 6 geopolitical zones that are to be ready for commissioning by May 2025. Umahi, who commended the intervention of President Tinubu, said the 4 legacy projects have train tracks incorporated, with section taken off in 2025. The House of Representatives member for Okitiwupa Irele Federal Constituency, Jimmy Odimayo, has distributed items including 290 million naira to constituents. Odimayo, while handing over the items, reaffirmed his dedication to bridging the gap between the government and the community. Osrc reporter Omar Olambuji reports that the event attracted notable figures, including the Ondo State Governor, Lucky Aiyedatiwa.
At the Empowerment Initiative, 219 bid-making trainees from Okitipupa, Irele Federal Constituency, received 100,000 naira each, along with a trailer of rice for distribution. There were also motorcycles and tricycles to enhance mobility across the 2 local governments, while a solar-powered modern medical facility was inaugurated to improve healthcare infrastructure.
To the glory of God the Father, Amen. The Son, Amen. And the Holy Spirit. Amen. Mr. Governor.
Representing Ondo State Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa, Special Advisor on Health, Professor Semidele Odimayo, unveiled a newly equipped classroom block at Arere Grammar School, Oderele.
We really thank God for the project being started and completed.
Governor Aiyedatiwa praised Odimayo for his contributions to community welfare and announced plans for a new 50-bed general hospital in Oderele.
50-bedded hospital náà sí bóyá ti ele tó wà ní ọ̀nà Èbúté ni o àbí ele tó wà ní abẹ́kí ìlú kan foríkorí.
Executive Director of Corporate Services, NDDC, Ifedayo Abegunde, commended Odimayo's grassroots efforts in transformative projects that uplift constituents' lives.
I see a person that loves people and want to do the best for his people. And because of this, the little I can do for him in NDDC, I extended it to NDDC. We want to continue to support them for further developmental projects in Irele and Okitipupa.
Other leaders at the event recognized the lawmakers' consistent support for the community and urged peaceful conduct following the empowerment distribution.
Our solar power,
Expressing gratitude for their support, Jimmy Odimayo promised more impactful initiatives, including collaborations with stakeholders like NDDC to foster development in the constituency.
It is a celebration of projects, and more are still coming. This we have done. This is the outcome of the 2024 budget. And they are still coming. We still expect more.
And I want to promise my federal constituency people that they did something they have not done before by giving me an exceptional vote. And this was what prepared me to also give them exceptional project and development.
He noted that over 21 projects have been completed, including road construction, and assured constituents of better opportunities in the coming year. Jimmy Odimayo has served as a representative for Okitipupa Irele Federal Constituency in the National Assembly for 21 months. Omoriola Hungbeji, Osrc News.
The Nigeria Center for Disease Control and Prevention, NCDC, has announced that it has intensified its response to the ongoing Lassa fever outbreak, with 190 deaths from the 1,154 confirmed cases in 2024. The Director General of the agency, Dr. Jide Weeks, and called for urgent interventions targeting high-burden states. Idris highlighted the measures implemented by the NCDC to curb the outbreak, noting that the Emergency Operations Center has been activated to ensure seamless coordination of control and management efforts using a One Health approach. Healthcare workers were also urged to adhere to infection prevention protocols and promptly report suspected cases to local authorities. Outside Nigeria now, winter is bringing new suffering to Gaza, where Israel's war has forced nearly 2 million people from their homes. With temperatures dropping and supplies running low, families in tents and makeshift shelters are struggling to keep warm. Adarunke Kolaoli has more on the story.
Winter has arrived in Gaza, bringing with it new hardship for the nearly 2 million displaced Palestinians. A family living in makeshift camps like this one in Canyonis in the south of the Strip. The icy temperatures could be life-threatening. There is no electricity or gas here, no heater or electric blankets. Omar Shabit is trying to reinforce his tent. Like many others, he and his family were forced to leave their home in Gaza City many months ago.
We go inside our tents after sunset and don't go out because it is very cold and it gets colder by midnight. My 7-year-old daughter almost cries at night because of how cold she is.
The UN says nearly 1 million people urgently need winter supplies, but getting aid into Gaza has proved nearly impossible. The Israeli military has blocked almost all humanitarian assistance from entering the Strip. As a result, 22,000 tents are stuck in Jordan and hundreds of thousands of blankets in Egypt.
No proper clothes, no socks, nothing. We never expected to live such a life. My house was so good in the north.
Even the most basic items are out of reach for most families.
We wake up in the morning freezing. Do you know what freezing means? We're shivering from the cold.
As night falls, people are too scared to light fires. It could make them a target for Israeli airstrikes. Aid agencies are warning of a looming health crisis. Infectious diseases are already arrived in the overcrowded camps where there are no water or sanitation facilities, and they say the bitter cold could cause more outbreaks. While Israeli forces wage war in Gaza from the north to the south of the Strip, the families here every night is a battle just to keep warm. Adirunke Kolawole, Osrc News.
To Syria now, where Syria's new leader has called for a fresh start and the lifting of Western sanctions on his country. Ahmed al-Shara held his first press conference since taking power following the fall of Assad regime. He appeared alongside Turkish Foreign Minister Hakan Fidan in Damascus, who reinforced Turkey's promise to help with the political transition and rebuild the war-torn country. Blessing Obe completes the story.
After years of isolation, Damascus had of receiving foreign delegations. Syria's de facto leader Ahmed al-Ashar, publicly seen for the first time wearing a tie, hosted Turkish Foreign Minister Hakan Fidan in what just weeks ago was Bashar Assad's presidential palace. During a joint news conference, Shara made his top priority clear.
All the economic sanctions must be lifted. Now the predator has gone and only the victims remain. The factors of injustice and oppression have gone. Now the time is opportune for these sanctions to be lifted. This regime has been ruling for more than 50 years, and some of these sanctions were handed down in the 1970s.
Fidan is the first foreign minister to visit the country since Assad ouster. He promised help with rebuilding and with Syria's political transition, but also made it clear that Turkey has its own priorities, saying there is no room for Kurdish fighters in Syria's future.
I would like to emphasize once again that there is no place for the PKK or the YPG in Syria. This terrorist organization is occupying the lands of Syrian people and stealing its natural resources.
Al-Shara did not address Kurdish issues directly, but said the new Syria needs to build a single military force. Fidan also called Israel's military advances into Syria a significant trap to the country's territorial integrity.
Israel must respect the territorial integrity of Syria and seize all the belligerent aggressions perpetrated. Israel's violations against Syrian sovereignty must be recognized by the international community, which also must stand against them.
Al-Shara also hosted Lebanese Rus leader Vala Jumblat to reassure minorities they will be protected under the new administration. Blessing Obi, Osrc News.
And to end Osrc News tonight, another look at the major story. We told you that the new Director General and Chief Executive Officer of Ondo State Radio Vision Corporation, Osrc, Mr. Kenneth Odushola Stevenson, has officially assumed office. In his first address to management staff, the Director General said his vision is to elevate the state-owned broadcast outfit by driving transformational change and